What is going on, everybody? This is Juggalo Gaming. I'm Jonathan80315, and this is GemCraft Frostborn Wrath, episode 69. Double check. I just recorded 68, so 69. 69 is a good number, right? Go ahead and laugh it up, everybody. Just laugh it up. We're going to be getting a talisman fragment, a high-level talisman fragment. But also, before we do that, I'm going to click off this game. I'm not going to record unless you go down below this video and hit that comment or that like button, that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that. Comment if you want and subscribe to my channel. I usually don't do that, but I'm going to do it this episode. We'll see if going at the beginning of the video rather than the end of the video increases my subscriber count. So yeah. Have you done it? I don't think you have. Alright. Be like that. No, I'm just messing with it. No, seriously though, if you want to help support the channel, please, like the video, dislike the video. It doesn't matter. YouTube sees it as you're interacting with the video, they push it out. So it doesn't even matter if you dislike it. You're still helping me out. So, like, dislike, subscribe to me. That's a major one. Help this channel grow. Because if I can get to the point where I can spend all my time putting out videos, live streaming, and entertaining, everybody on YouTube, I would love to do that, to be honest. Especially with my current job as a security guard. Things have not been going the greatest at the moment. And my channel was growing there for a little bit, and then it kind of I feel like we just stagnated. I also, for the last week, almost 2 weeks, didn't put out any videos, which was, I've kind of already mentioned why that was. Okay, so in this video, like I said, we are going to build A1. We can up our skills if we want. Don't know how useful that's actually going to be. But yeah, we're going to be hitting up A1. We're going to make sure we increase this. So if any flying enemies come by and we take them out and they drop a talisman, we don't want to just increase that by 1, because that talisman dropped by that spectra, that shadow, that enemy in general would get that +10, and then when we open the stash, we wouldn't have that +10. So I always like to go 3 or 4 bucks. 3 is usually pretty safe. If you're not really increasing the amount of enemies and drawing in a bunch of special enemies, especially, you're not going to get that many drops for talismans. You're going to get about 3 to 4-ish if you're lucky. Alright? So 3 seems like a good number. Sometimes I go up to 4. Now I think I have 4, right? Yep. So, it's kind of hard to see the tooltip there because of my banner. And I've realized that in the past, and I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. Let me take a drink. But I realized that in the past, and was thinking about taking it away, but also it has my Twitter if you want to follow me. It has my YouTube channel, and mainly this banner is meant for Twitch. So when I'm streaming on Twitch, they can follow me on Twitter. They can just come here and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But my Twitch channel is pretty much the same as my YouTube channel. It's Juggalo Gaming. In fact, I should probably start streaming again here soon, because my last couple of videos I did, or couple live streams, are about to leave the playlist. Because Twitch only keeps the videos for so long. But anyways, it's a good cherry Coke. Let's start this battle. And like I said at the end, don't increase your battle traits. Did I not swap it to endurance? It's in endurance, right? Yes, it's in endurance. Right. Looks like I don't see a stash. Do I not swap it? It happens. Okay, we have relatively easy. I mean, the shield. Yeah, that's kind of big, but it's not like we can't deal with that. I'm gonna put a main gem over here. Not as big as normal. We'll just go with a grade 6 crit with grade 2s around it. And I think that is going to be plenty to deal with any monster coming in here. Might as well bring that up like that, just to force them all into one area. That's enough. Okay. Let's go with grade 3 starting out. We can go a little higher. Alright, let's go. This thing's just gonna keep us go 5-5. Should have used them from the very beginning. Look at all them gem wasps right there. I hit the wrong button, by the way, on that one. So we're already at 5,000 right there. I have so many wasps on the battlefield from this. I want to have some fun. You wonder why I have gem loss and you didn't see me bomb. That is because of a skill I have, or a modification I have, and I showed how to unlock it through in-game mod. You have to get certain achievements to string along a code. Uh-oh. There we go, we got it. Perfect. Could have been a little better, but, you know, I wasn't worried about anything else besides this talisman fragment. So, since it is in endurance, we could just end it. There we go. There's a level 98 line marking, and it is not an edge fragment. Okay. It's an inner fragment. Yay. That's a pretty decent inner fragment. Good. Yeah, that doesn't help us. I can laugh about it, can't I? It doesn't help us. I was hoping it would be a good episode. We'd get like a 90 one that we can open this up and throw it in there. But no. I should have remembered exactly, because, again, I comment on this that the talisman fragments that one of the viewers of mine got was exactly the same as the talisman fragment I got. Which means it's not, this, you just ain't always going to get a, line mark at 88 or 98, depending on if you add the plus 10. But you're always going to have this specific line mark with a notch on the top, a notch on the right, a notch on the bottom, and the inward notch on the left. And it's always going to even have the same effects. The skills that it can have, they're always going to be the same even. This is always going to be a 3% mana shard harvest, and critical hits deal so many percentage to person. All them effects are always going to be the same. And I noticed from the picture he sent me, I literally looked at my video in the picture he sent me. He said he had the exact same from the same stash, and I looked at it and it was the exact. Like, I don't even know if he realized. I think he realized the shape was the same, because that's all I kind of asked for. I was like, I wonder if they're always going to be like an inner or edge, or even particular the same shape in general. He answered that for me. He sent me a picture to confirm it, and I also noticed that when he highlighted over it, the effects that he had was the exact same effects I had on mine. So I was like, oh, well, it is a 1-to-1. You're guaranteed to get this piece with these effects at either 88 or 98, depending on if you add the plus 10, from that wizard stash. God. So, when I originally did my guide, I didn't think that was going to be the case, to be honest. I really didn't think that was going to be the case. And I really didn't question it until I started playing, this series. So I might update my guide eventually to be the exact talisman fragments you get. And maybe I'll do it, and I'll take in-game, I'll go through a playthrough and take in-game pictures of the talisman fragment I got from that particular stash and have that beside it. So the guide would be a little bit bigger because I would have to fit a decent picture of each talisman fragment and all of its stats beside each wizard stash from every build. At least when it comes to the marked ones. I don't think anybody cares about the unmarked. It's like, whatever. There's no reason to add plus 10 to the unmarked or anything like that. They're just kind of used to fill in your shape collection, really. You're not really going to use them. Alright, well, that does it for that. Let's see here. What are we getting from A2, actually? A2 it unlocks A3, and it's got 2,400 shadow course in its wizard stash. Not bad. Not bad. A2's kind of a pain in the ass, though. Just like A1, it can't spawn beacons, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a non-buildable area. Again, just like in A1. And the only buildable areas are pathing. The beacon stamps on pathing. So I believe it's another good one, to be honest. It's just, it splits the paths a lot more compared to A1, where they all just come into that one spot. And as you can see, as you've seen, I can wall it to kind of manipulate them. That's the thing. Yeah. Do we have enough time to do one? We do. We have 15 minutes. We're about halfway into the video. Alright, let's go. Oh, crap. Always do that when it's... You can't exit while it's loading. Yeah. It's non-buildable, just like before. We have crit, we have mana, we have bleed. Okay, so we don't change anything. Let's go. With this one... With the limited amount of space to build, I usually like building up here. And I'll show you why. And I need to restart because I did it a little too quick. You gotta leave enough for your amplifier. So, I need to build it here actually. Because that still leaves the top for them to spawn. Up on this side. And then with this, right? We don't want them coming into these. This I really don't care for if they come into. In fact, I kind of prefer them to come up this way here. And then over. And then we want all of them to come up and into this way. And then. We're going to do a grade 4. Grade 4. Yeah. Armor. And for bleed. We're just going to make a grade 7 off the rip and make as many grade 3s as possible. And maybe increase this to another one. Or just another one. Which one? I say we upgrade this one. And we can even put a pylon here to kind of cover the orb. And obviously we can wall this. They even force all these ones to come down and around. It works out very well. We could even put a wall right here, eventually. And then bring it over, bring it back over. We could literally just, like, mess with them in that area. Yeah, that's all we can do, really. I didn't build this one lower like I wanted to originally, so we can't go over one more and bring them up the top side. They're just kind of like coming up. Yeah, it's good enough, right? Like most maps, this is kind of our standard setup. It's all we really need. Crit is that good. Especially when you put it into a pylon. That amplifies the damage. You don't need much more than that. And we'll slow him down right here, too. In fact, we should probably put our lead lantern down here, too. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. At least I want to get a bleed effect on it. Of course. Really? If you really want to increase this, wait till it shoots. Put a bolt on there, and then make sure that bolt goes into there. That's gonna skyrocket its damage. Of course, you gotta make sure you're refilling it fast enough so it can actually shoot everything that's coming. But now that's at 162,000, which is pretty massive. And it's still recharging relatively quickly. That's good. I think that's good. Again, I don't really have that much to worry about. We're rocking with a pretty powerful crit gem. You know, powering up this pylon. This pylon is doing some massive damage, like a one hit. All these giants. And yeah, the swarmlings are making it pretty far just because the sheer amount of them. But they're eventually getting one shot. Like to put this up to a grade 9 and then get these up to grade 4 or 5 like normal. But I've spent a little bit of extra money here and there. Wasn't needed. Yes, to be fair. Or a little short. So it's about 4,600. Yeah, 4,700. Oh, we're almost there anyways. Cool. Done. It would have been cool, like, where it almost looks like forming into obsidian, not like molten hot lava. Like they were buildable areas that beacons could spawn. That would be interesting. But it's not. You can't power them in chat. They're not buildable. The only buildable spots are on the back. And beacons can spawn on packs. now they're going to take 42% more damage. Which means I believe even this could kill them. That's the funny part. It don't even have to be this. And that's not even doing its maximum amount of damage anymore, because if I bolt this into that, it's going to increase even more. Like, look, it just increased by itself by 172. Just because this goes up in damage because of it being bloodbound and pullbound. Well, obviously, Manifold didn't go up that high. I mean, when you had it at 10. But being bloodbound, with it getting hits, it increases. Beautiful. 60 fields lit in endurance mode. Cool. We got a corner fragment with nothing on it. We have a bottom corner fragment that's square line mark. We have a corner fragment for a line mark. Line marks are on our top. But aren't we already using one? Yes, we are. And we're using one much better than that. Get rid of that. This will never be swapped out for that. Get rid of that. And what else did I get? Well, I got this one. I'd like to keep just in case I need it. But eventually here we're going to make sacrifices. I think the first things to go are these low level 13s stuff. We have nothing lower than that, I believe. But yeah, these silvers will be the first to go. In fact, I'm just going to go and get rid of them. Even these 20s, I'm tempted to get rid of. I really am. We'll see about that. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank y'all for watching. Please, like I said at the beginning of this, like, comment, and subscribe. We are moving into A3 next time, which A3 gives us a field token in its wizard stash for A5. A5 gives us a 96 square line mark, which we can make a 100 with that plus 10, because you can't go over 100. Even though it's a 96, if you add that plus 10, it's not going to go to a 106 talisman fragment. That's impossible. A5 gives us a 96 talisman fragment and 4,000 shadow course. Yeah. A5 and A6 are the last two maps of the game, and they both give a high talisman fragment, A5 being a 96 starting out, and 4,000 shadow course, and A6 gives a level 100 talisman fragment, even without, so you don't even have to increase it. You're already at 100, and an extra 4,000 plus shadow course. As well. They get the highest amounts of any. And I believe they're actually a little bit higher than that. I was downplaying how much I might have got because also killing, you know, the special enemies as well. So, A5 and A6 are huge maps, and you get them. A3 gives us one of them. A4, the final map, gives us the other one. So, that being said, that's going to end this episode. We are so close to the Forgotten. Or the Gatekeeper, I should say. So close to the Gatekeeper. I can't. No. Are we really that close to the Gatekeeper? Yeah, we are. Literally, after we beat A3, the next map is the final map of the game, technically. Even though they added that A3 and A4 both unlock A5 and A6, which now is technically the last maps you can unlock, especially A6. Because you can't even, like, you can't even get that level 100,000 fragment and that 4,000 shadow course before you do the final boss. Because to get that map, you have to do an endurance run on the on the map that the final boss is in, and you beat the final boss in Journey Mode. So, yeah. That's a thing. But anyways, we're at 30-minute mark. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of GemCraft Frostborn Wrath.